Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a fun, random, get ready with me video for y'all today on this look right here, kind of playing with color analysis. Like, I've talked about this before. I find it intriguing. I don't know what season I am. I think maybe true summer. No, that's not right. Light summer? Hang on. Not the soft summer. What's it called? Light summer. I think I might be a light summer, but maybe like could possibly be somewhere in the winter season. I don't really know, but I did more of the light summer makeup, and this is the makeup look I came up with, and we'll chat more about it as I'm getting ready. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, get ready with me videos, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it. If you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while, I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are doing this look together, so let's get to it. Okay, so I've already applied my skincare and my SPF, so I'm going to use a couple of pictures for reference for a, what did I say I think I am? A light summer, maybe, question mark, maybe like borrowing a little bit from one of the winter seasons, but probably not like the deep winter. Anyway, I've got a couple pictures and I'll try to remember to put them up on the screen for you. I mean, I definitely think I'm cool tone, and the reason I think that is because I think silver looks best on me. I think I'm like cool toned with a little bit of neutral. I think I can go neutral too, but I just know when I wear foundations that are very yellow, it looks, I feel like, so bad on me. Like it just, I don't look healthy, but where I wear more of like a beige or pinky toned foundation, which is so difficult to find, I feel like, especially in the drugstore, when I wear those kind of foundation shades, I think it just looks so much better. So anyway, I think I'm definitely cool toned. I don't think the soft, basically what I did is I kind of looked at kind of the different like color palettes of the different seasons, and I was like, well, I know those colors don't look good on me. I know those don't. I like those colors on me. So I kind of did it that way. I know they like drape you in colors and look that way. So I just sort of thought about which colors look bad on me. Like I was, let me see, where there's one graphic, like I was looking at the Cool Winter palette, and the worst colors on that palette definitely are the worst colors on me. Like it's a kind of a lighter peach, like a olivey green or something. Yeah, those are just, yeah, not good colors. And then best colors are colors that I do like to wear and I think look flattering on me, like a kind of a purpley pink and a really pretty vibrant violet. I wear a lot of black. I think black works on me. So that's why I kind of wonder like a little bit of a winter season in there somewhere because, yeah. Anyway, I like wearing black. Okay, that was a lot of babbling. Let's get to it. I'm going to start with a kind of more beigey, cool tone base. This is the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream, and this is in the shade 21 Light Beige. This almost looks kind of a little bit like grayish when I first put it on, but as this kind of gets into my skin, I think it just works really, really well. It doesn't pull yellow on me, which is so nice, and I really like the formula. Kind of concentrating it on the middle part of my face and just kind of lightly blending out. Did I already say this? I definitely don't think I'm like a soft summer or any of the soft seasons because I think muted colors just really don't work on me, like those muted pinks and muted blues. I feel like there was a color, I don't know if I took a picture of it, but it was just very soft, like a soft peachy. I just think those wash me out big time. So I like to wear kind of more rich or brighter colors. I think those work better on me. I'm going to use the Alter Ego eyeshadow primer. So that's why I say, like when I've looked at the more kind of soft color palettes, particularly, I think it's soft summer, those kind of soft muted tones, I don't think they're flattering on me. Got my Cookie Monster mirror here from Wet n Wild that they sent me a while back with the Sesame Street collection. It's just so cute. I've had it sitting over here. I need to remember to use it more often. This is a nice kind of universal, well, this is the shade Universal Taupe. And I like it because it's not super warm. It's more on the cool toned, kind of ashy side, because a lot of times brow products are, what is happening there? That's a little intense. A lot of times brow products pull very like strawberry blonde on me. So this one is more on the true kind of cool toned taupey side. This is a little intense here too. I'm gonna set my eyeshadow primer with just a little bit of face powder. Also lightly go over my brows just to kind of soften them and sort of set them too. Okay, so for shadows, overall it looks kind of a little bit more neutral browns. What I liked about these couple graphics, I'll try to remember to put them on the screen, is that they are like neutral but not super gray, you know, like a few of the colors, because I don't like gray shadows on me. I don't think those work. I think more kind of neutral or rosy shades work best for me. So I grabbed some shadows. Lots of noise I'm making here. I'm going to start with this one, the Clio. This is the Latte Senior palette, and this is a really pretty neutral palette. I love it. It's just, you know, kind of right in the middle. It does have some peachy shades in it, but it also has, you know, some good just kind of neutral. Like this one's a little bit more peachy, but this one's a little bit more kind of cementy, but I don't like grays. It's more like a, I don't know, not super cementy sort of color. So I'm going to do a little combo of that one and this one. So a little bit of a neutral, just barely leaning pink. And I'm doing this all over my lid and into my crease. I love that this isn't intense. Like it's just a really pretty kind of soft look. I think also when I look at the light summer or cool winter, kind of talks about like cool and brilliant or cool and light. And I think my kind of, you know, fairly intense blue eyes, I think that's what kind of makes me think those palettes, because it's, you know, I don't have like, I think I'm sort of medium contrast, but I think my eyes kind of give that bright look. So that's, I don't know if that's why maybe the more bright colors I think work better. Bright but not intense, but not soft. You know what I mean? Just right in the middle. Just kind of blending this out, this hair. And no, I don't tie my hair back because it gets weird. So I just move it out of the way. Normally I do my makeup with my hair in a towel, like most of my makeup. So when I'm filming, my hair is already done. And if I go ahead and, you know, put it up, it gets weird. It gets really weird. Okay, for a little bit of added dimension, I'm gonna take this palette. This is the Para Para palette. This is the Pocket Shadow palette in Strawberry in Mute. I'm gonna do this one right here and a little dot of that. Just in my outer corner, trying to keep this soft and not super intense. One of the graphics does show eyeshadow accent as like a blue, kind of almost like a cornflower blue or more of a tealy blue. And I do think that looks pretty on me, but it definitely has that accent sort of look, like it looks a little bit more intense. And I'm just going for, you know, something sort of soft. And I mean, I'm still going to add a little bit of shimmer because that's just fun. Do I want to use something from here? Because where did, oh, it says eyeshadow highlight and it's sort of like a pinky color. Let's put, oh, this one's, I forget, this one's so subtle. Yeah, that's too subtle. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, the Too Faced Quickie Queen, and this is in Fairy Dust. It's a really pretty kind of sparkly pink shade. I'm going to put this right on my lid. And it might be saying eyeshadow highlight like you put it up on your brow bone. I'm not really sure, but I love a kind of bright, sparkly pink lid. Like pinky champagne. I think that's a very flattering look on me. So this is definitely, so far this eye look is very much something I would do very regularly, and I do wear these kind of colors very regularly. So just kind of blending this out. I like it most intense right by my lash line. I'm just gonna kind of dab to blend this out a little bit, like in this area, because these are, you know, pretty intensely pigmented. They're beautiful. Too Faced sent them to me and I love them. Okay, now for liner, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little kind of layering thing. I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. Just get a little bit of that, kind of tap off my brush. I'm gonna put this right along my lash line, the outer corner area, just kind of like this, because it says accents and stuff, sort of just like a brown shade. So I'm just blending this into my lash line, very subtle, just as a starting step, because I'm gonna go in with a liner in just a second, but this kind of helps soften that a little bit, just like that. Okay, then I'm gonna take my Rimmel Scandalize. Well, do I wanna do that? Now let's use this one. This is from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible, and it's in the kind of bronzy brown shade. I'm gonna put that right along my lash line and then lift a little bit, kind of on my outer corners, just like that. You can see I'm kind of barely touching to make it a little bit more subtle, but I do like it in that outer corner. I like that area kind of filled. So just kind of building this up like that, and then add a little bit more of this shadow, kind of going over it and blending, and just kind of keep layering these. Yeah, I like that. Okay, gonna brush my lashes, curl my lashes, and then I will use IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara to get my lashes done. Yesterday I wore a foundation that was, you know, labeled a neutral shade, and it pulled so yellow on me, and every time I would notice in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, this shade is just not working at all. Okay, now for my under eyes, I'm gonna use the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in the Brightener shade, which is a beautiful pinky shade. I think this pinky shade works very well, and honestly, if I had to pick like one thing to put under my eyes, I think it would be this, just by itself. Because a lot of the things I put under my eyes pulls yellow. Like, I just really like that by itself. So just kind of bringing this in and blending, kind of softly blending out the edges, but definitely not any added product, just mainly focusing it here and then blending out with whatever is left on my finger. Just like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I really do. I do want a little bit more coverage where I have broken capillaries, so I'm just gonna kind of tap the BB cream in there rather than use a different concealer. Just because this is the most kind of beigey shade that I have, I got a text. Just like that. And then maybe a little bit more up on my forehead, just to blend. Kind of like that. Okay, gonna set my under eyes with the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection in the light pink shade, because this is a beautiful pinky toned powder. Love that for under eyes, T-zone. That's where I'm gonna concentrate this, is under eyes and my T-zone. I'm gonna keep the eyes a little bit softer and just gonna put a little bit of CoverGirl Clump Crusher on my lower lashes and not really do, I don't think I'm gonna do any shadow there. That got a little crazy. After that dries, I might go in and add a little bit of like maybe this pinky shade from this Para palette on my under eyes, or maybe one, oh, we'll see. I don't know. Okay, for blush, I'm gonna go with the one that says Cool Pink. So I think I'm gonna do a little combination of the CoverGirl Cheekers blush in Pink Candy and then the Revlon Tickled Pink. I think I'm gonna start with this one though. Love this because I can really like get into the product. You know what? I didn't set the rest of my face. Let's do that quickly with some Laura Geller Double Take Baked Versatile Powder Foundation in Porcelain. This one right here. Love her baked products. They're so beautiful. So I'm just doing a very light application of this. And I think I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of the Laura Geller Baked Bronze and Brighten and Fair. I love this because it's got all those pinky tones in it. So it's definitely my favorite bronzer, and to use on my eyes too. So I'm just gonna use the tiniest little bit of this. Like you saw, I just kind of barely tapped just a little hint of this. Don't want anything extreme. Okay, now I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Cheekers in Pink Candy. I like this because I can really kind of get in there and build up this color, and it's a beautiful, just sweet, cool toned pink. See, isn't that pretty? I think these are so good. They swatch horribly, but they're so pretty on the skin. Honestly, I think that right there is so pretty by itself, but I'm actually gonna use this instead of the Tickled Pink. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Cloud Crush in Candy Clouds. Such a beautiful, cool toned pink. They sent this to me and it is one of my favorite blushes. I love this so much. It's very pigmented, so this one I have to be pretty light-handed with it, but it's such a pretty, cool toned pink. Gonna dab this just a little bit on my nose, just for a little bit of that sun-kissed look. I'm tempted to put something on my under eyes, but I think I'm gonna not for right now. So let's look for lips. It looks like it's more, like I really like the one that's the pink, the kind of dramatic lip that's more of a bright, either the raspberry, reddish pink, or the one that's right next to it that's kind of a vibrant pink. So let's see. Along my edges of my lips. Okay, I grabbed several things. Let's start with NYX Bloom Liner. I think I might do a combo. I just kind of rub my lips together a little bit for that. I think I'm gonna start with Cherries in the Snow, applied lightly. I do love that. But I think I'm gonna get a little bit of Maybelline Lust for Blush. It has a little bit of like a purpley kind of tone to it. I think this looks a little bright. Let's bring in more red. Let's do Revlon Cherry Blossom. That looks so red. I kind of like it like that, blotted. Let's dab a little bit of Cherry Blossom. Let's blot one more time. I'm gonna use one of these two, either Secret Club. Let's look at this, Secret Club. This one looks a little bit warmer. Yeah, it looks kind of warm. And then this one is Candied Rose, which is definitely one of my favorites. I love Candied Rose. Maybe I'll do that. I like that, where it's bright, but not quite as bright as it was. So yeah, here's the finished look. What do y'all think about it? What do you think? What are your thoughts and opinions? I'd love to hear it. Hope that you guys really enjoy getting ready with me today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Like, what season do you think you are? Do you think I am even on the right track for myself? I don't know. I just wanted to play with some makeup, and I thought those makeup look kind of combinations looked really pretty and like stuff that I wear a lot and like. So hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in my next one. Please subscribe if you're new, and bye.